All right, so today we are here with our seventh video, and in total, I'm going to record 11 videos because the project happiness includes even 11 videos which I have targeted. So, today, the topic which I'm going to cover in this video is the burnout. Now, before we begin and understand more in deep, let's understand what is the burnout. Well, burnout happens with overwhelming the task when you get tired physically and mentally, and when you get encountered with so many tasks at the same times that you cannot complete even fraction of them, and when you try to attempt doing all those tasks, you get tired of, you get overwhelmed, and you get stressed, because stress comes when you see a lot of works in front of you and you're not even able to complete few of them, and you get overloaded with the work. That is where the burnout happens, and when this happens, it starts killing your energy, your motivations, and it starts giving you a lot of diseases, and that is the worst and biggest challenge that comes with the burnout. And that is why I say you should understand what does cause your burnout and how you can get rid of this condition. When your workload is excessive, you feel fatigue and frustrations. That is the time when we need to understand and we need to control this stuff. It's always assumed and said that prevention has its cost. But let me tell you, friends, prevention has a cost. Yes, accepted, granted, but this cost is very less as compared to the cost you encountered when you get the problem, right? And that is why it is always good that it is always right. The saying goes like prevention is always better than cure, right? Now it doesn't happen that you get burnout by automatically and without even noticing. Yes, you have a lot of symptoms that come out. Your body gives, your mind gives, your brain gives you a lot of symptoms before final stage of burnout comes. And that is why it is important that we try to understand the symptoms that comes before our final burnout stage and take care of them, take action to correct them so that we don't get feel the burnout. So here I want to share with you the 10 most important reasons for the burnout. So here the list goes. The number one is that you should always try to recognize the source of burnout. Burnout doesn't happen on instantly and doesn't happen on a one day. It happens over the course of time, and it always gives you the signal. It gives you the signal, and that is where you need to identify them. You need to understand those signals and accept them and take the action. So this is the first step, that recognize your burnout. The second step is that your body is always the most intelligent machine, which always gives you the signal. That signal your body sends you when you start getting burnout. That is why you should always be faithful, and you should always trust the signals, trust your body when it sends you the signal, because body cannot make a mistake in giving the signal. When there is a source of burnout in your body, in your body, the body will give you the signals, and it becomes very important that you understand those signals and take course of action. The third step is that most of the people set a goal which is not realistic. They set a goal which is beyond the capacity of that particular person. So always set the realistic goal for yourself, because different peoples have different capabilities, their bodies have different strengths, and they have different passion for particular things. So set a goal as per your own capabilities and be very realistic. Don't set a goal that is someone else, it should be yours. It's because when you set a goal which is not yours, you may end up setting a goal which is beyond, much, much beyond your capabilities. And in attempt to complete the task or the achieve that goal, you end up getting stress enough yourself, and you gets burnout into the process. That is why it is always wise and advisable that you set a practical, achievable, and measurable and very reasonable goals as per your own capability and ability, right? The fourth the fourth step you can take to manage your stress and keep away from burnout is that you should always try to find out things to do which are really important to you. Don't do things which are not important to you, which doesn't feels you, which doesn't make you happy, which you are not happy doing those things. So find out and filter those things which gives you really happiness and which are really important for you, your relatives, your family members, and which are important for your long term goals. That is why, because by doing this, you sort out the things which are not important, and you can, when you sort out them, throw them away, or delay them, delete them, or delegate them, and do the most important thing which you really enjoy doing them and like them. For example, exercise, reading, contributions, doing social welfare activities, meeting friends which contributes to your success, or like-minded people, going into some spiritual places that gives you the calm and peace of mind, where you get the creative idea and you feels good, you feels closer to the nature and the god or the spiritual power. These are the most important activities you should spend your time on. The fifth step you can do is that, if you are working person, if you are working in a private sector or government job or wherever, at least try to restrict yourself your working hours. It should not be like you are working 24 hours in an office. Set a line, set a border between your work life and family life, or at least balance your life. uh, of course, sometimes you need to work more, and because of deadline or because of some urgent stress, but it should not be made daily routine of your life. That is why it is very important that you set your office timing perfectly and don't overload yourself with all office works every time. The sixth step you can take to reduce your burnout is that exercise. Exercise is very, very important, and it is one of the component of my main pillar in life, that is health. Because your motions creates the emotions, right? And when you creates the emotions, you get feeling, you take actions, you get results. And that is why it is very important that you spare 15 or 30 minutes of time every day for the exercise. Don't ignore it. You can ignore every other things but not this in the morning. So do it without failure. The seventh important steps that I accept I'm lacking into this. This step is that you should give yourself a treat. When you do hard work, you do work over a long time, you should reward yourself. You should give yourself a treat, like going into some parties, some hotels, and good restaurants to enjoy there, go to disco, dance, or whatever. Spend some money on yourself, pat on yourself, so that your body, your mind recognize that you take care for them. Because you are living in the body, you are not the body. So you have to give your mind, your body the same respect you want to accept, you want to receive from other people, or want to give other people's. That is very important that you treat yourself regularly, twice in a month, or in once in a 15 days, such type of thing. You give treat and yourself rewards. The eighth step is very is also very important, because it's important to minimize your burnout on a daily work. That is starting your day. How you start your day decides how your day will end up. Are you really taking time early in the morning to do meditations? Like earlier in previous step I said exercise. Do you spend a couple of minutes, half hour, 10 minutes, 15 minutes in reading the books? Do you do meditations, visualizations, do some creatification practice? Because while doing this your mind gets set in place, and the entire day will be more productive, and you will be more creative throughout the day. So spend and use your morning 1 or 2 hours very carefully and do it very regularly. The ninth step that you can take to keep burnout away is have some time on a daily, in your daily work life, in your office or at home or any place. Find some time to relax your body. That is relaxation time. It is not only your body, but your mind and your brain needs some relaxation time. It may be a corner of your office, and somewhere you just sit down very calm and composed. On even you can do on your chair, just sit and relax over there, and don't put your mind on thinking process. Just relax over there and don't think any. Spend 3 5 3 4 5 minutes like that, and you can spend multiple times, like in a one in a day you can have 3 to 4 times this relaxation times spend, that you can spend in your office. Anywhere you can do this. This gives you a huge benefit. By doing this your brain gets relaxed, your muscles gets relaxed, and you will feel much less stress, and this will help to keep you away from burnout. The 10th step, which is very near and dear to me, because most of the activities, find out the activities in your life, at your home or office, the small activities which are not important. Try to delegate those activities. Find out some people who can do those activities on your behalf. Try to calculate your hourly value, and to delegate all those works which needs your time, which you can which needs your time, which is higher worth than the activities. So try to delegate and outsource all those activities which are not important to you. By doing this you will get less and less tasks which are important, and which you really feel passionate of doing those. You love to do those tasks. Do only those tasks, and by developing this habit you will save a lot of time for yourself. You will get time to relax and think and be more creative, think and reflect over the things, and this is very important. So these were the 10 steps you can use to make yourself less stress and keep away from the burnout. So friends, this is all I wanted to share in this video. So with this I wrap up this video, and I request you to share this